It's a seed you are sowing. Amen.
Amen.
Beyond your substance. Honoring God with your substance. Do you know your time is money? Time is money. Do you honor God with your time? If you did, you would have been here this last 3 days I was preaching. I know. You don't honor God with your time. Your time is your own time. How can your pastor arrange a 4-day church conference for his people and bring high caliber man of God like me all the way from Nigeria? You didn't come? You didn't come? Only on Sunday you show up and you sit down and you're already looking your watch. When will this man close his mouth? I will not close my mouth because you didn't come for the last 2 days. I'll keep my mouth.
Hallelujah.
Honor your time, your services. Do you even serve God in the house? Or you only landed today and somebody ushered you to your chair and said thank you? And the worship leader was singing and you were only sitting down watching them. You couldn't even stand up and give your own service of worship to God. You sat down and watched them. Said, this one is trying, this one is good. This is all right. You're doing a good job today, that's fine. Honor. Honor. It's a law, it's a principle. Beloved, you need to know how to honor God with your time. Give God more of your time. Give God more of your service. When you give him your time, give him your service, give him your finances, heaven will take you correct. Amen. And God will surprise you. He will place value on your life. He will place influence on your life. Brethren, I'm telling you the truth. There's a way you live this life. There's what we call favor. Amen. Favor will follow you. And men will be compelled to favor you. Everywhere you go, you see doors opening for you. You see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living, because you have done what you are supposed to do, and heaven will return back to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Somebody shout hallelujah. Let me close for now until any other day. Benny Hinn went to Saudi Arabia to preach in Oman. When he landed in Oman, he was planning for a 3-day crusade. And when he landed there, he went straight to the palace of Oman, of the king of Oman, and met the bodyguards. He said, I want to see the king of Oman, His Royal Highness. I said, no, you can't see him like that, Benny. We know you. You are Benny Hinn. We watch you on television. But even you, Benny Hinn, it's against our law, custom, and culture for anybody to see the face of the king empty-handed. You have to honor the authority of the land by bringing him a gift. Because a man's gift makes a way for him. Unbelievers talking to a believer. Heathen talking to a believer. So you have to bring a gift, Benny Hinn, to our king. Don't bring him a cheap gift, or whatever you're coming to see him for will be a waste of time. Give him the best of the best, and he will give to you what you are looking for. And Benny Hinn asked them, said to them, I want to preach in Oman. Open air. They said to Benny Hinn, in the first place, preaching is against the law in Saudi Arabia. In the second place, open air preaching is completely out of the question. That has never taken place in the history of Saudi Arabia. It's against our constitution and bylaws. But Benny Hinn, let's go and try. Pick up the best gift and bring to our king. Benny Hinn said to the 2 bodyguards, you know your king, you know what he likes the best. What does your king really like? Said our king, he likes Visconti pens. Visconti pens are among the most costliest pens in the world. Visconti pens. and pick him a Visconti pen. Do you know where they sell Visconti pens? Yes, I know. Let's go. He went with one of the bodyguards. They went to a shopping mall that sells Visconti pen. There was a Visconti pen. They laid them out. The cheapest Visconti pen is $2,000. The cheapest. Like this, my own. Very powerful. Oh, Benny Hinn grabbed the one of $2,000 and the bodyguard slapped his hand. He said, you want to give my king? That is the cheapest Visconti pen. My king is a connoisseur of Visconti pens. He knows the worth of every Visconti pen. By the time you present that to him, I want to show you Benny Hinn. You'll be going back on the next plane back to America. And you will never have this door open for you as long as you're in this earth. You have to give him the best. He didn't wait for Benny Hinn. He called the shopkeeper and said, go and bring the most costliest Visconti you have in your shop. The man went to the safe and brought out a solid pure gold Visconti pen with jewels everywhere and put it on the table, and Benny Hinn said, how much? You know, poor people have a way of talking. How much? How much? There's a level you get to in life, you don't ask how much. I'm telling you the truth. Let me leave that side. Jehovah help me. How much? 20,000 US dollars. The bodyguard said to Benny Hinn, buy it too. I think you want to preach in this our country. You want the door that no man has ever had open before to open. Buy this pen. Benny Hinn swiped his card and 20,000 went out, and he collected the Visconti pen and he followed the bodyguard. He said to the bodyguard, this thing better work, 20,000, not a small money. And they went and they handed over the pen to the king of Oman, and he took the pen and examined the pen and he smiled. Benny Hinn, I know you. I used to watch you on television. So Benny Hinn, you came to my palace and you have blessed me with Visconti pen. Benny Hinn, you didn't give me the cheap one. This is the best of the best. What do you want? Your Excellency, I want to ask you for a hard thing. I want the license to preach in your city, and I want to preach open air. The king of Oman said to Benny Hinn, that is against the law. It is against our constitution and bylaws. It is absolutely against everything we stand for. It has never been granted in the history, not just of Oman, but the whole of Saudi Arabia. Nobody preaches in Saudi Arabia open air. But you came to the king. I'm the only one who can change that edict.
Amen.
And because you gave me the best of the best, I am changing the law of our land. I am giving you the national stadium to preach. You will preach there for 5 nights free of charge. I will be in attendance with my emissaries because you gave me the best. You honors me, I honor you. Rise up on your feet.